Welcome to RV Hour, powered by Giant Recreation World. An honest talk about the RV lifestyle, travel, costs, tips, and everything you need to know. Each week, we'll bring you the best and most helpful info, travel hacks, and answer your camping questions. Now, here's your host, Larry McNamara, CEO of Giant Recreation World.
And we're at episode 23 for RV Hour.
All right.
I'm Larry McNamara, CEO of Giant Recreation World.
Wayne Adams, co-host and producer.
Absolutely. And he does it all, folks. He not only can sit here and intermingle with me, talking about RVs and RV accessories.
That's right.
But he can also fix, glitches in the matrix. Yeah. Did you see? I saw a thing where there was a bird, hovering without moving. Of course, it's probably a fake thing on the interweb.
Matrix, yeah, that's probably.
And it said, I think we're in the Matrix.
Oh,
I think there's a glitch in the Matrix.
if we're in the Matrix, that makes you Morpheus.
Yeah, I wish I was. Yeah, I really actually wish I was the Oracle.
Oh, the Oracle.
But I would say you would be the key gatekeeper or the key man or whatever.
Oh, yeah, the key, the gatekeeper, yeah.
But all the doors.
The key maker.
Yeah, I think that's who he is.
And the Oracle has to make cookies. So
yeah, speaking of cookies, it was my granddaughter's, her name is Olivia. It was her birthday.
Oh, wow.
Same day as Father's Day. So we got
that's
to have
awesome.
a co-mingle thing. And guess what she got for her birthday?
What'd you get?
She got herself a easy bake oven.
Oh, man. So she's making cookies. There you go.
But you see how I do that
Hey,
segue right
That
around?
was nice, man.
That's unbelievable.
That was
We had a
good.
great little party. She had a little, unicorn cake. That was actually
that's fun.
a bunch of cupcakes put together to look like a unicorn.
Look like a cute.
That's
really cool,
It was
man.
fantastic.
Very nice. That's
We're,
fun.
we're supposed to talk about RVs, and guess what we are doing?
What are we talking?
This kind of stuff I'm talking about is the kind of stuff you experience when you're out RVing.
That's right. It's family time.
Family time. I got some new news. We did the Winter Garden drawing, and I believe we're going to do the Ormond Beach and the Palm Bay drawing
Yes, sir.
very, very soon.
Very soon.
Maybe, I don't know when.
No, probably, I would probably either later this week or early next week.
Okay.
Depending on the production schedule. We got a lot going on right now.
We certainly do.
But basically what's going to happen too is if you check out our Facebook page and if you're not on our email list, it goes out in our emails. It'll have the video of the drawings and that of who the winners are, all that good stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Keep an eye out.
Okay, so everybody, I have an announcement.
Okay.
Our manager over at our Giant Specialty Vehicles Golf Cart Division,
Okay.
his name's Dane, and his entire team are very excited, and they wanted me to let you know about a special that they're offering.
Whoa, we got a special offer. What do you got?
And this is a big one because, as a rule, golf carts don't have a lot of margin built into them.
Oh, I got you.
It's
okay.
it's very much like motorsports and things like that.
Yeah,
So,
I'm with you. Okay.
So, we do list them for sale pricing, and it's better sale pricing than anywhere else, by the way, for those awesome golf carts that we have currently.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, that Advanced EV
Yes.
is the brand, and they are really doing well out there in the field.
That they
Not many warranty items at all.
That they are. They hold up well. They've got 4-seaters, 6-seaters. It's pretty nice. Nice
Yep.
cart.
They certainly do. Some are lifted, some are not,
Mm-hmm.
but they're all decked out. They have everything
they're all
pretty much,
really nice.
except they don't have an onboard stereo.
Right.
We figure there's got to be something you can add. Well, guess what we're going to throw in? Right now, while supplies last, we're going to supply a free kicker sound system or Eco Gear sound bar. So that's a Bluetooth big sound bar with mega bass and everything.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. So my personal golf cart has the kicker system, and
Oh, yeah.
and I can rock the Casbah. But they're all on display in our showroom at our Giant Specialty Vehicles and Rental Division
Yes, sir.
in Winter Garden, Florida.
Come on by. Check out the showroom. It's beautiful. A lot of guys there.
And we're in the process of signing a contract with a new cart manufacturer,
That's right.
and they're coming soon. So we're going to have to make room for those. I think they're called Apollos.
Oh, the Apollo?
Isn't that right? Apollo. Basically,
I'd
what
have
they
to check our notes on that one. I'm not
basically they're going to be a step up from our current offerings,
sure. Okay.
which are awesome. How can you be a step up? Well,
Yeah.
they're basically built like a club car, which is the the Cadillac of golf carts.
That's for sure.
All aluminum frame and all that kind of stuff.
Yes.
Very impressive.
Very classy cars.
Yeah.
Really
So,
are. They're
again,
nice cars.
those are coming soon, so we got to make room with them.
Yeah.
And we don't have old inventory really. So with that being said, everything's fresh. Come on and see Dane
It'll be some
or
marked
his
out.
crew over there. They'll be glad to show you what we got, take you on a test drive or ride or whatever.
Oh, for sure.
Whatever you want to call them.
That's right.
Uh,
And we have rentals too.
We certainly do. And that rental fleet is brand spanking new.
That it is.
And guess what they are renting? I don't know.
What are they renting for, or what are they renting?
They are renting Steve's new Advent.
Oh, yes, they are. They're renting the Advent TV. Yes, sir.
And
Yeah, there's 4-seaters, 6-seaters also. You can rent either one. Yeah.
I never really asked anybody, but if you try it before you buy it, I guess we could honor that deal too.
Oh, yeah. I'm
There
pretty
you
sure
go.
that goes into it. Yes,
Golf
sir.
carts, they're I don't know if you call them golf carts or golf cars.
So Dane and I had a discussion on this also. There's also golf vehicles.
Okay.
And that it was one of those. It's like, all right, now we're throwing that into the mix, golf vehicles. But they're considered vehicles because they are driven. They are, it begins with the P.
Personal vehicles or whatever. But,
PFV.
back in the day, I used to call them, urban people movers because we used them in sales only at the time, and we would
Carting people around.
carry our customers around the lots so that they didn't get too tired or if they had any disabilities or whatever.
That's a fact.
So that idea's continued,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm so excited about the fleet that we have coming that we have available in rentals.
Yeah.
And we're also going to currently replace all of our sales carts very soon.
That we are. Yeah.
There's a lot going on.
There is. There's always something.
A new manufacturer product coming in. We're keeping the advanced EVs because those are really nice carts.
That we are. Yeah, and as far as I know, they're still offering the sound system with the new ones.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
So again,
take advantage of that.
yeah. What I was impressed with the new ones is they have a bonnet, where you push a key underneath the steering wheel, and the front top opens up, and that's where you can keep your stuff.
Yeah, man.
An additional place because there's storage all over this.
A bonnet?
A bonnet.
I thought you were going to say a cooler. A bonnet?
It's a hood.
It's a hood.
It's basically the hood pops up,
That's
kind
what
of
that
like your
considered
car.
a bonnet. Man, that was my something new for the day.
In Europe, they call that a bonnet.
Bonnets. All right. There you go.
Open your bonnet.
In the front.
Yeah, there you go. So,
Nice.
yeah, it is.
Yes, and it's got a drain port.
Every one of those storage holes that they have built into this cart has drain holes, so you can use them to put in a cool drink or two.
That's right. Fill it up with ice, drain it later. Oh, that's pretty. That
Whatever your
Impressive.
needs are, even if you use your cart to go to the fishing hole, you can put your live bait in there if you want.
definitely.
I mean, there's all kinds of uses for all those little holes.
And it has the charger on board, so you could just place your phone right on it. That charges.
Oh yeah, it has a charging dock station.
Charging dock station.
You just
Yeah.
I tested it too, folks. My phone has a cover. It's not a huge cover,
With the case and
but
everything.
it has a case and it still charged. So that was pretty impressive.
That was.
What are they going to think of next? Turn signals they have already.
Turn signal.
Wheel disc brake,
Glass in the front.
tempered glass. Unlike it's not plexiglass.
Plexi, yeah.
These are higher end carts.
Yeah, it was really nice.
Very impressive.
It was.
Come by and see them at Giant Specialty Vehicles
That's right.
at our Winter Garden location.
Or giantspecialtyvehicles.com.
Oh yeah, new website coming too.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know when. Producer.
I know. We're working. We got changes. We're going back and forth. Should be next week, actually. We're hoping it should be ready to rock.
It's going to be, basically what we're doing is we're separating the RV website from the golf cart website.
Yes, sir.
Mainly because Google does not like a redirect.
No, they do not.
So if you click Giant Specialty Vehicles in the right now, it goes to our Giant Recreation World website.
That's right.
So we lose traction in that. So we're going to build their own website, and then they can maintain it and know all there is to know. Because I'm awful with the product knowledge.
Yeah. No, and it's tough. They have a wide variety of different things, and it's just a different industry altogether.
Yeah.
So it'll help. It'll be nice to separate that. It'll help for the customers, get them better deals, more information to them. It is. It's really going to be a good offering.
Well, they sold my trade-in already, so that's not available anymore, folks. I did mention it, a couple of episodes ago.
Yeah. Yeah. So if you have a golf cart you need to get rid of too, you want to trade in, trade up, come on by. We take care
we
of
take
that.
trades,
Yeah.
just like our RV stores. We take anything of value to us in trade.
That we do.
Basically, if we have to pay taxes on it or if we have to feed it, we won't take
We
it.
won't take it.
You know, but so that leaves all the properties out and all that. But hey, you never know. There's always an investment in my brains.
Yeah.
So if you got something cool, maybe a ranch or something, let me know.
Switch it out.
Yeah,
All right.
easy peasy,
Easy.
lemon squeezy, right?
All right. So what you got in the RV world for us?
I was talking about pets, and I wanted to talk to my folks about RVing with pets. Some tips and tricks that everybody needs to know that'll help that transition.
Yeah, that's nice.
Especially if your pets currently are not RV savvy.
That's right.
Now, I've told the story many times. I have 2 dogs.
Mhm.
I have a pit bull. It's a girl pit bull, and she's not real big.
Mhm.
I think she weighs 50 pounds. That's not
See the
too
baby? Yeah.
And she's not a puppy, but she's not big, huge like some
Right.
pit bulls, all muscular.
Monsters. Yeah.
And then I also have a Saint Bernard.
Yeah.
So that's an ordeal when I take them both camping with me.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
So I can relate.
Big dog.
But if you're in the campground ever, and you'll notice, I mean, almost everybody has a pet.
Mm-hmm.
They're walking with them. Some people put up an extravagant fence around their campsite.
Oh yeah.
Their dogs or pets can roam around in there.
Yeah,
You know,
that's one of the best.
I've seen people take their birds camping. He walks around. Pirates have a bird on their shoulder.
Mm-hmm.
So do the RV people.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
And it's nice. And even if you have a trained dog, it's one of those, you keep it on the leash so it stays in your area and that
Well, we
always nice
talked
to have
about
it.
etiquette,
etiquette.
and that's part of it.
That's part
don't
of
let
it.
your dogs run wild in the campground. That's
Like I've got a 80-pound dog.
yeah.
She's a mix of hound and what and goodness. But she has the
Good dog.
sweetest dog you've ever met. But boy, when you look at her, she does not look sweet. So that's why we always make sure she's well kept just for that, so that people can approach and say hello to her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My Saint Bernard's 150 pounds.
Oh, God bless, man.
Yeah, and with that being said, he looks like Cujo, and he's a little intimidating.
Takes up space.
If you ever saw that movie, you won't come up on
So won't come say hello that easily.
come say hello to the Saint Bernard, But
All right,
with pets, there's joys and challenges involved anytime you take a pet with you, even a grandkid or whatever.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I'm not going to put them in the same category.
Or the same cage.
That would not. Yeah, I can't condone that, folks. I can't condone that. Even though they're trying to condone so many weird things,
Oh, yeah. Well,
I'm not in.
all right, so what do you need to have? Some
Well,
essentials.
Well, you have to have some pet-friendly. You have to make your RV pet.
Yeah, yeah. Do like the...
Make sure you have portable pet bowls,
That's what I was going to say, the water bowls.
beds. If they're used to sleeping in a pet bed, make sure you throw that in the RV.
Yeah, yeah.
Leashes,
Your leash.
waste
disposal, your bag.
the bags, the pooper scooper,
Oh, yeah.
whatever
Camps
you
have that. Which we also saw, too. There's a water bowl that can be set on the floor in an RV to not spill while you're
will not spill. We sell them at Giant Recreation World at all 3 of our locations. If you're wondering where they are, one's in Palm Bay, one's in Ormond Beach, and one's in Winter Garden. Winter Garden, it's on West Colonial Drive.
Yeah.
Palm Bay, it's on basically Culver Road, which is a frontage road for Palm Bay Road and I-95.
Oh, yeah.
And in Ormond Beach, it's on Destination Daytona Lane,
Mhm.
which is a frontage road for US 1 and I-95.
Oh, that's right.
See? So now you know everything I know about that.
All right, so what do we got here next? Ooh, this is a good one here. Safety first.
You got to be safe. We talked about keeping them on leashes and things. It's not just safe for them, but it's also safe for your dog.
Yes.
For your neighbors.
Yeah.
Right? But
Yeah, they have like almost leashes that you can do even while driving, just in case there was an accident, nobody slammed against anything. But you can almost seat belt the dog in through their leash.
well, anymore RVs, the ones that you drive,
Mhm.
that's a lot of people with pets prefer those because their pets can roam around and stuff.
Inside there.
But
yeah.
yes, they all have child restraint seats.
Yep.
Then,
yeah.
so you can actually sit your furry friend
Right
up
there. Yeah.
at one of those ports so that they don't go flying.
There you go. Just
You never know if you have to hit the brakes.
You never know.
If you ever drive I-4, you don't know when, but it's going to happen. And it usually doesn't have a lot of warning.
Yeah, but
although I do appreciate the big signs they have now on the interstate saying, "Go,"
Yeah.
Oh, I heard thunder, folks.
Oh, did you hear that?
Got me off the game.
You might not be able to hear it on the podcast here, but there's a rumbling.
It was a rumble. Yeah. Well, you can tie your cinch them up a little bit where they're comfortable, where they can still move around, but they won't fly into the dashboard or whatever.
Yeah. Just something
bad.
silly that could happen.
Right.
Short stuff.
A lot of them. Yeah, and sometimes, especially if they're not used to RVing, they can be very testy, very anxious.
Yeah. Yeah.
And they could be walking around and not and inadvertently get in where you're trying to drive in the cockpit and get between you and the pedals and cause a severe danger.
That's a fact. Just a full distraction at anything of that.
That's a fact. Yes. Some people actually travel with their pets in the pet crate.
Oh, they crate them and then
And put the crate underneath the dinette booth table.
Oh, I got
and then that will secure it too.
Keeps it secured under there.
So again, there's all kinds of good ideas.
That is pretty cool.
I've seen people make a pet cage out of one of their lower bunks. To where the pets could just go in there and they have a cage.
Oh, so then it's just roaming around in that
little area.
Oh, that's nice.
Again, there's all kinds of good ideas that you can get. And if you Google, just generally Google pet safety and RVing, I'm sure the chat API or whatever, will tell you what you can look for.
Tell you a full list on there. Crack me up.
Oh, yeah. Well, apparently that stuff does everything.
That it does.
Except make cookies.
Doesn't make cookies.
Hey, folks, we're going to be right back after a short break. Hang there. We got more to talk about.
Celebrate dads all month long at Giant Recreation World with the Father's Day Super Sale. Enjoy the outdoors with a new RV from Giant Recreation World. Check out the RVs, travel trailers, and advanced EV golf carts. Right now, get no payments for 90 days or zero money down. Plus, the Giant Recreation World lifetime warranty. The Father's Day Super Sale all month at Giant Recreation World. Be sure you get dad entered in to win an awesome e-bike from Elevate E-Bikes. And Winter Garden, Destination Daytona, and Palm Bay. GiantRecreationWorld.com.
Hey, folks, thanks for waiting for us. We were talking about pet safety and RVing.
Yeah.
And that's very important because a high percentage of people that go RVing take their furry friend.
That's right. Family members. They're like the other parts.
Yeah. And even if you have one of those naked-looking cats, that's a friend, too,
It won't judge. It won't judge.
I mean, sometimes even the dogs, as they get older, they might shed and have some bare spots. It's fine.
Let me stick up for this furless cat for a second. I hear that they're great pets because they're usually cold, that they cuddle a lot more than a regular cat.
It makes sense to me.
It makes great friends,
Now, being a St. Bernard owner and a pit bull owner, I don't think I'm going to bring up furry kitty inside the house because they've never been with them before, and that may not be good.
No, mine enjoys chasing cats.
Yeah. Well, they chase squirrels. I know mine chases squirrels or anything, really, that's in the backyard.
Well, if we're going that way, man, mine catches possums.
Yeah?
As a possum walks through the backyard, she brings it to the door. Hey, Dad, look what I got. Like, what are you doing? And I have to get her into the house until it wakes up and walks home.
Because it's playing possum.
Playing possum.
Yeah.
Well, it's funny. She doesn't kill them or anything. She just plays with them. Like,
maybe I'll have a story or two about that, but don't be too graphic.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah.
But, we were talking about safety with your pets. We were talking about maybe cinching them so they, tying them up or setting a safe place for them in the RV while you're in transit,
Which is really nice for them.
It really
keeps them safe.
And keeps you safe from them getting involved in the piloting of the RV.
Yeah.
But also you keep your pets away from hazardous areas that may be in the RV campground.
Mm-hmm.
You never know.
Yeah, getting too close to a lake or something, especially in Florida. There are hazards near the lake.
There are alligators.
They get you.
That prey on the smaller puppies and stuff that get too close.
Yeah.
You won't even know that they're there.
St. Bernard might give it a go. Might give it a good challenge.
At least it'd make that alligator, work real hard to get it pulled into the water,
It might come home with a gator in its mouth. Like, Dad, look what I did.
That would be hilarious.
Oh, too.
Oh yeah, get him, Cujo. Get him. Yeah. But, most RV campgrounds have pet areas.
Yeah.
Where they would like you to walk your pets and clean up after yourself. Many of them have those little garbage bags right there at the gate
Right in
when
there.
you go into them.
And that is a big, like before. If
Basically
you are,
a park
yeah.
for your pet.
If you're traveling with your pet, you should. You should check out the campgrounds ahead of time. Make sure they have pet-friendly areas, clean-up spots.
That's the big thing. Is your campground pet friendly?
Yeah.
Most of them would be right on the homepage of their websites, by the way. But you know, well, that was the next topic.
That is the next topic.
Picking the
campgrounds.
I'm telling you. You know, exercise and playtime. Make sure you set some of that up.
Oh yes, they
And
need
I'm
their
not
exercise.
just talking for when you're camping,
No, for sure.
because that
All
usually
the
comes
time.
naturally.
Yeah.
But if you're going to on a 12-hour drive to get somewhere, you know, where you're just out there and roaming,
Mm-hmm.
make sure every couple hours you pull over,
Pull over. And
whether
stop.
it be in a rest area or anything like an RV-friendly place.
That's
that
right.
could be a Walmart parking lot. I've talked about that before. It can
Mhm.
be a Cracker Barrel, you know.
Oh
It
yeah.
could be a mall parking lot, wherever,
Yeah.
you know.
And,
Get your dog out and take him for a quick walk.
and as long as you clean up, most places are usually pretty fair about your dog using the restroom. It's really the cleanup, the etiquette. It goes back to the etiquette.
Right.
yeah.
There's a lot of pet-friendly hiking trails that are populated, dog parks.
And that's what I was going to say. If you keep them running and exercise, then they sleep through the night too. Doesn't bother you in the RV, all the noise.
Maybe a little less barking, you know, at every little thing, especially if they're not used to seeing all that movement. Because when they're in the campground, they will find a way to look outside.
Yeah.
Most of them hang up on the dashboard, actually, looking at outside to see, you know, barking at everything that walks by, and there's a lot, you know. So until they get acclimated to the RV thing, that won't bother them. But
Yeah. That is.
so
That's a
there
good
you
one.
go. We talked about pet etiquette before.
Yep, cleaning up, being
Yeah.
mindful of the barking, not to disturb your neighbors.
They
So-
all have leash rules. All campgrounds, even subdivisions, you know, they have leash rules.
Even
up after
some dog parks make you keep your leash on when the dog is in the dog park. Even though it's a dog park,
That's right.
still got to keep the leash on for the safety.
Absolutely. And make sure that they're not too loud. I talked about that.
Yeah, that's one of the big ones. You like
Right.
to-
So if your dog is not the kind that likes to be left in the RV alone, which I don't suggest that at all, take them with you
Yeah,
wherever
take
you
them.
go.
You
know,
brought them camping, you should take them out.
my
with
big
you.
dogs love getting on my golf cart
Oh,
and,
yeah.
and riding around, you know. They just love it. And it's a heck of a thing to see, by the way, because our St. Bernard's too big to fit in just one seat.
It's funny you say that. Mine tries to make my wife sit in the back seat.
Yeah, well,
She opens the front door and the dog will jump right in the passenger seat like, this is my spot. Here we go. Where are we going?
that happens in the RV all the time too, folks. The dogs want to claim their spot on the sofa,
Oh, yeah.
and they always displace either you or your spouse or somebody, you know. And then that somebody just usually won't have it, and now we're going to have a dog fight.
Yep. Yeah.
Have a quick dog fight, push them out of your area. Next thing you know, they're on you. Hey, life with pets all about anyway, right?
Yep.
Got to
So-
remember about the pet health and all that.
Oh, yeah. That you make sure you have enough of it. If it's an older dog, it's on medicine. Make sure you have enough medicine with you. You've talked to the vet. Is there a vet where you're going in case of an emergency? Things of that nature.
Yeah, and if you have a high-strung dog, talk to the vet about that too. You're going to go RVing.
Oh,
Some of them need a little med
yeah. A little something
to
to
keep them a little bit more calm.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah. Traveling anxiety.
that's exactly the thing. See,
There it is.
there you go.
You just rolling right through it.
You know, I swear I didn't even read this, folks. I didn't even
You're
read
doing
that.
great.
But, make sure you know. Another thing I always tell people is make sure that they find out where the nearest veteran hospital is or
Yeah.
vets are
Yes.
for your pets if something should happen if you're out of your area.
Because that's a huge thing. It's like
The same thing with you. That's for you too.
Yeah.
I
Know
mean,
where your doctors are.
know where the closest emergency room or walk-in clinic is.
And have your records with. So
Yeah.
my wife's been doing a great thing too. She's trying to keep all of our records within a Google Doc. In case something happens, we can pull our family records from our phone wherever we're at.
Yep.
which is pretty helpful. It's really helping. She used it for the dog the other day at the vet, and I was like, "Hey, what are you doing?" Like, "Oh, it's what we're doing now." Like, I like it. I like where we're going.
That's very helpful.
Yeah.
Thank you ever so.
Yeah, it's working out good.
I'm embarrassed that every time I go to the doctor and they ask what meds I'm on, I got to pull it up on my phone. I texted it to myself.
Yeah, you have to sometimes. Take notes.
If they change something, I have to remember to make those changes.
Yeah.
But because my wife puts them in a pill thing for me
Oh,
for a week,
yeah.
I really don't have a clue. So,
Egg rancid. It says Monday.
yeah, I take Monday morning, Monday afternoon.
Too funny.
That's all I know about it.
No, that's good that you keep the notes, though. That's great. Always keep your records.
Yeah.
For sure.
Uh,
All right, what else you got?
How about RV pet proofing?
Oh,
yes.
Yeah.
Make sure your interior RV,
Mhm.
and this is not for really safety rules, but you don't want to have food laying around.
Oh, that's for sure.
So that's an invitation for your dog to grab them.
Yeah.
Make sure
They
you
eat
pick up
something.
loose items, because especially if you're going to leave them in the RV when you're not in there.
Oh, yeah. End up being a cotton ball or something silly.
Well, again, their anxiety will be high.
Yeah.
They're not used to RVing. If they are, you've already gone past this. But if they aren't, they'll eat your shoes.
Yep.
Maybe even chew on your sofa cushion.
Yeah.
We've
Get
all
some.
seen those YouTube videos.
That we have.
You know,
So you want to put your stuff up, make sure everything's put away, ready to go. Even if you are in the RV, make sure your stuff is cleaned up.
yeah, use a pet gate or a barrier to create their own little spot
Yeah.
that's really clean and uncluttered, and has their dog toys in it, has their dog bed in it, things like that.
I like how you said the setting up like almost the bunk area.
That's right.
The dogs area. I like that. That's a good one.
Yeah.
I like that.
A lot of people love the bunk beds that they buy the motorhomes with the bunk beds in them.
Yeah.
And that's just for when they take their grandkids, but they don't always take the grandkids. They
That's
always take their pets.
Always take
So
the pet.
a lot of them do convert that, and it's very easy to do. You just need one of them expandable dog gates,
Yeah.
and it'll close off that little entry. And
That's a good one. Yeah, man.
it's a good idea.
Yeah, and even some of the RVs too, that bed will flip up. Yeah, so you wouldn't even have to remove it. You just flip it up, close it off with the gate, ready to rock.
Right?
Oh, that's a good one.
Maintaining feeding and hydration. Make sure that they have that available to them
Oh,
while you're traveling.
yeah. And that the food, all of that stuff is stored properly, so no bugs, because you're out in the woods there, out in the forest. You don't want bugs getting into the food,
Nope.
messing the dogs up, or cats.
Yeah, those sealable dog or bins and all that are great for the dog food.
Yeah, that is. That's a good one.
Cat food and kitty litter, or whatever you got. Whatever.
And then as well as make sure supply-wise, when you're getting your supplies together, that you have enough water for your animals and yourself, because you kind of want the good water for everybody, not just pulling out of the tap for them in the middle of nowhere, because who knows what's in it.
We have some RVs that have built-in pet bowl.
Oh,
Basically, where you pull a drawer out of the floor line in the kitchen, usually somewhere.
Oh,
And in that drawer is 2 bowls for the dogs.
that's
water and
pretty
food.
cool. That's a good one. I
Yeah.
like that. That's pretty fancy.
And if you don't have one, they're easy to build.
All right.
We can do that for you at any one of our locations.
Bam.
And we can also adapt it to fit those don't spill me water.
Oh, the water bowl. Don't spill water
Yep.
bowl. Yeah.
So again, that's a really good thing, because every time I bring my dog bowl that's not like made for that,
Mhm.
It gets kicked over, it gets messed up.
Somewhere.
Water gets sloshed all over the place.
Oh, yeah.
Just saying.
Yeah. We have one. Even when they're drinking, mine needs a towel under its water bowl because she is a sloppy drinker.
That's right. Well, you have to make sure also that your temperature control
Oh, yeah.
is adequate for your pets. I am not a proponent of leaving the pets alone ever, but sometimes you have.
Yeah.
And because you're going to a restaurant or whatever, or you're going to a park that doesn't have a facility.
But at that same time, the RVs, you can leave those on locked and have an air conditioner running.
you
Keep
can.
the dogs safe in there, keep them hydrated.
There's some good options out there too available. All you have to do is go on Amazon and click on the minder, the temperature minder.
Oh, yes. There
So
you go.
basically, that's just a little sensor you put that's cellular inside the RV, and if the temperature gets too high, like maybe the power went out or your generator ran out of fuel or whatever, it
That
will text you.
notification. Yeah.
It will text you that you need to go back and take care of your pooch.
That's a pretty good one.
Yeah.
Man.
Those, if you're a pet owner, I highly recommend them. They're very cheap, and again, it's no installation because just an app that you put in your phone and you put
the sensor in
the
there.
RV.
Yeah, ta-da.
Yeah, but that's a big time.
Yeah, man, that's a pretty good one there.
Yeah, make sure that you're if you can be in a shaded spot. I have one of those screw-in little fasteners with the cable on it.
Okay.
That the dogs can tether themselves to.
Oh yes,
But if you have one of those, make sure it isn't going to get wrapped around anything.
Okay.
Because when you come back, he'll only have like a foot of room because he's wrapped around the picnic table. So again, you have to have forethought with that.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, some people actually tie those things around a tree, but if there's a bunch of trees around, then they will get tangled up.
Yeah.
That's not good. Pet-friendly attractions. You want some things to do with your pet, right?
That is a good one. Going to like the cafes around that they're pet friendly. They bring out a water bowl for you, stuff like that.
Outdoor cafes.
Yeah, nice having the dogs in.
Go to the beach. A lot of historic sites will gladly welcome you and your pet in there.
Always make sure to call too, just in case. Make sure they're dog friendly, cat friendly,
right?
Pet friendly.
And you can look up some of these areas. I already told you to stop every couple hours.
Yeah.
And let the dog out, let him go for a walk, and just stretch and get some exercise.
It needs exercise.
That's if you look at some of the attractions that are on your way to your destination.
Mm-hmm.
I've said it many before. It's the trip. It's the not just the destination in our case.
It's the trip. Is it that's where the excitement is that the whole ride there.
Your pet may want to see the largest ball of yarn. You never know. Just saying. So that's awesome.
All right.
I saw a meme or whatever.
You got a meme
on the interweb.
Okay.
Where a cat was watching this little squirrel. Actually, it was like a pet squirrel.
Okay.
So it was like walking right next to the cat. And then the squirrel jumped off the ledge, and it happened to be a flying squirrel.
Whoa!
And the action from the cat was so funny. And the little caption says, "You didn't tell me you could fly." But he thought he'd going to see the squirrel go splat.
Yeah, but just took off.
Yeah, that's funny.
Too funny.
But hey, just saying, if you have a pet flying squirrel, you have to make accommodations for him too.
That is a good one. Yeah, support animal. Which is like do you know miniature horses are a support animal?
I did not know that. I haven't seen one of those yet in the restaurant.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty impressive. Like, man, they are all in.
They are cute.
Yeah, they are. That'd be cute. All right, what do you got? What else are we going here? Oh, emergency preparedness.
Wow, that sounds very.
That's again though, that's what we talked about. Having a first aid kit almost for it, which is basically your first aid kit, knowing where the vets are, things like that.
Is there like a specific pet, first aid kit you can buy? I don't even know.
Yeah, that's a great question. That's something we're gonna have to check out. Yeah, I would imagine that there is a specific pet first aid kit as a prosthetic dog leg.
Did I just come with $1 million idea, folks? You can borrow it.
You take that one.
Also, make sure you share all your stories and any of your tips and tricks on this subject.
Yeah.
We'll certainly put a shout out to you, and any links that you send us, we'll show it on our webpage.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we share in all of our social media, all that good stuff. If you've got stories, pictures, video recordings you want to send in, little pictures of the animal.
That's where I got the idea where you just use a portable fence to close in your bunk bed.
Oh, okay.
By the way, I got that from
a customer that was doing it. Wow, that's pretty cool.
So again, that's where you get the best information.
Yeah, man.
So we're coming up on another break.
Yeah, we are.
So again, I don't know what we'll talk about when we come back.
Oh, we got some good stuff.
But we will be talking about RVs and RV accessories. We'll be right back after this message.
Need a golf cart? Check out Advanced EV at Giant Specialty Vehicles, part of Giant Recreation World. More than golf carts, the hottest electric neighborhood vehicle. Fastest in the industry. Top speeds at 25 miles an hour. Four-wheel disc brake seatbelts, full-color digital display, speedometer, odometer, charge meter, and more. Plus, all advanced carts have higher impact glass windshields and upgraded seats with matching body color stitching. New inventory, colors, and styles at GSV at Giant Recreation World in Winter Garden or online, giantrecreationworld.com.
Welcome to RV Hour, powered by Giant Recreation World.
Did you see that? Woo! And we're back, folks.
Back at.
I'm sure you didn't see that if you're listening to this podcast and not watching it.
No, it was behind the scenes.
Excellent. That was behind the scenes, folks. So, again, if you're watching, though, you might be able to see some of that.
You might see it. Come check us out.
Yeah.
Giant Recreation World. Oh, it's youtube.com/Giant Rec World.
Or if you just general search, say, Giant Recreation World, RV Hour Podcast,
Yeah,
all of that stuff will bring up our episodes.
that it will.
And it's very exciting. Yeah. Very exciting. I'm not that good of a Spotify user, so I don't know how to help you find it on that.
So yeah, there's we're going to be putting more behind it. So in a Google search term definition in that sense. So when you just search RV Hour videos, it'll take you right to the YouTube channel of the podcast video.
I see.
So we're going to try that a little bit more just so that it's more on a general search. You don't have to always come and search, find it somewhere.
Well, now that we're getting adept, that's a good word, getting some history, we're going to start maybe inviting people to like it and see if we can't grow it a little bit so that everybody can get a little taste of the RV lifestyle.
That's right.
I like sharing it with my poker buddies.
Yeah.
By the way.
They do.
Go ahead. I got my butt kicked last week.
Oh, man.
So that was for you there, JT.
I was hoping you were coming to get them, man.
Nope.
Well, you did. You had a little bit of a run there, though.
Yeah, it's been it's ridiculous. So yeah, they certainly have my number now.
Yeah. Sometimes you got to give a little back.
So I'm sorry, what were you saying?
No. So we were going to discuss the types of RV.
Yes. And that, early on in the audio only radio show.
Yeah.
We talked about this, and it was well received.
Yes.
So I think it's really a good idea. What do we mean by these types of Class A's, Class C's, TTs, FWs, all of these things? What does that mean?
Because if you're not in this world, in this industry, any of that, you're not really sure what any of that did really. It's like, what? An alphabet car? What's happening?
Right.
Yeah.
Class A's. That is an RV that is built on top of a frame rail.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, just the frame rail is made by the automotive chassis manufacturer.
Right, like a Ford, Mercedes,
or diesel.
Mm-hmm.
Freightliner, Spartan.
There you go.
Some of them make their own. Some RV manufacturers make their own chassis.
That's a fact.
So with that being said, there's all kinds of things that you could put. But basically, I like to tell people it's basically a box you put on top of the frame rail.
Okay.
So many of them have a flat front. Some of them have an aerodynamic looking front.
Yes. Yeah.
Diesel pushers, as a rule, will look more like a bus. But even a bus would be considered a Class A because the frame rail is first, and then they put the RV on top.
Gotcha. Okay.
So with that being said, that's a Class A, and that is, as a rule, the highest level of motorhome or RV available.
Oh, wow.
They make those at multi-million-dollar outfits.
Yes.
I think the most expensive thing we sell, if you're interested in, I've been asked that before, is $800,000, which is not cheap, folks. But we don't sell anything that's considered a custom build.
Okay.
So if you get into the custom builds, that's when you get into that build resilience.
Yeah.
We sell RVs that are manufactured, and then they're sold to me, the dealer, and I sell them to you.
Oh, wow. That's nice.
So
that works out.
Yeah. So that being said, we have it in stock as a rule.
Right.
And the prices keep going up. So again, if you like something that's in stock, it doesn't behoove you to order something because it costs more.
There you go.
Every time. Class B.
Wait, hang on. Before we go, Class A. Now, I'm told that they've also all have full bathrooms. Is that a difference compared to it? But
to be self-contained and be in an RV, it has to have a fully self-contained. Includes a full bathroom.
There it is.
Where you can take a shower, where you can use a lavatory. And
now, a Class B and C sometimes have a bathroom. Is that not considered
for it to be a RV? It has to be fully self-contained.
There you
go. So again, yes. Now the Class A's usually have bus-style exterior baggage doors.
Okay.
Some of them have actual pass-through.
Oh, all the way.
Some of them have raised rails so that the pass-through is wall-to-wall.
Oh, wow.
floor to ceiling.
Yeah,
you know.
yeah.
Some of them
Wow, that's
just
a lot.
have cubby holes along the edge of it,
Okay, for the
along
storage.
the sides
Yep.
that end up at the frame rail, so they don't pass through. But there's all kinds of things available to you.
Oh, that's pretty neat.
And yes, you can get diesel, you can get gas. And some of them, the little Mercedeses, they don't even have the van front. They have an actual Mercedes frame rail
Oh, wow.
that, usually it would be at the Sprinter, but they don't even have the Sprinter cab on it.
Oh,
They build a motorhome on that.
gotcha.
Those are,
That's a pretty good one.
but it's still a Class A. A Class B, we're going to kind of go in sequence.
Okay, I like it. I like the way you're going here.
Class Bs are converted van. So they take a full-size van, all of the van. Sometimes they cut the roof off and make it taller,
Okay, I have seen the extension.
right? But
Yeah.
it still has the van sides,
Right.
and it's, not extended.
I was going to ask, do they ever make a Class B that has slide outs?
As a
Not-
rule, they do not.
Not usually.
But again,
Yeah.
they're not a wide enough,
Okay.
because when the slide out would be in,
There
it
would
would
be
not
any
be very
space.
usable.
Yeah.
you know.
Okay.
So
I'm
that
with
being
you.
said, a real Class B usually does not have slide rooms, and it's basically a converted van. But yes, they can have a wet bath in them,
Okay.
where you take a shower while you're sitting on the throne,
Oh, right.
and they have apparatuses to keep everything dry while you're using it as a shower.
Oh, so it stays contained.
It's all contained in that little cubby hole. I've seen
Mhm.
them where you pull the wall out a little bit. Actually, it kind of extends and pulls the shower, makes the shower bigger.
Oh, okay.
I've seen them like that, but as a rule, a B van, as they call it,
Yeah.
is a
yeah.
van, and it does not have a separate shower.
Oh, that's pretty interesting. Yeah.
But they have different configurations. I think the most common one's like a twin bed model.
Okay.
So you can make the twin beds in the back, a whole big bed. The whole back of the van will be a bed.
Be there, yeah.
But again, they're fully self-contained, generator on board, everything like that.
Oh, that's impressive.
A lot of people ask for those because they think they're going to be cheaper. Guess what?
What's that?
They're more money.
Get out of town. Is it really?
Well, you go and buy a full hook Sprinter van, and the van itself is over $100,000. And then you convert it, and it costs money to miniaturize
Oh, okay. To get everything compacted
That's
in there. I'm with you.
because
Okay.
they try and make it every bit of it usable, whether it be for storage or
Yeah.
convertible things. Things that are useful to you,
Right,
but
right.
don't take up a lot of space.
Sitting on the
Kind of like a
toilet.
tiny home. Some of them even have beds that come out of the wall.
Oh.
Thing,
Just fold down so that you have save space.
Yeah, some of them push a button, the bed comes out of the roof. There's all kinds of cool things out
That
there.
is good, yeah.
But again, different bites for different lights.
So now, tell me Class C.
A Class C is a van, cab,
Okay.
and a frame rail.
All right.
So
All right.
they
So
put
now
the
follow me.
RV on top of the frame rail, and over the cab they put a cab over. Many times that's a bunk.
That's cool.
So they
That's
call
fun.
that a cab over bunk.
Okay.
Some models, they don't stick out past the cab. Some of them kind of try to be, more aerodynamic.
Yeah, yeah.
But,
Extra sleeping areas and that. That's nice.
Yeah. Now there's sub models like in those, like a Class B plus
Okay.
is where they actually make. It's basically like that. However, it's just a little bit wider, but it still uses the full van kind of thing. But it
Oh,
makes
wow.
it a little wider. Sometimes they extend it, to make it longer.
Okay.
But as a rule, a B plus does not have a cab over bunk.
Well,
So again, if you're really savvy and want a B plus, and yes, that's where the slide rooms come.
I was just going to ask. So a B plus has the slide rooms because that's a bigger truck, basically bigger van, bigger chassis.
That's right.
All the good stuff.
All of these that I'm talking about are also available in gas or diesel
Okay.
by different chassis manufacturers. Class C is the same thing. You can get diesel Class Cs, and then there's subsets of that where you have Super Cs,
Oh, okay.
which are really heavy chassis. Like we have them in stock on a Ford F600.
Wow.
4x4.
That guy was
truck
going to ask you, is that more like a boondocking taken into the rough terrain?
You would think so, but it's really not. I mean, they're really good if you're going to tow something real heavy.
That's what I was going
Because
to
they tow 10,000 pounds.
Oh, that
You can have one of those big trailers painted up to match it,
Gotcha.
Full of all your toys and stuff.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, those are mainly for people that want to tow a lot of weight.
Gotcha. Put a boat behind it.
They do really, like you said, they work really good off-grid because they're available in all-wheel drive.
Okay. So I could even imagine you did Tennessee in the mountains, stuff of that nature. It's probably better up
Good for that, in the snow.
in the
going through
snow.
snow, you know.
There you go.
Lock them hubs, and get her, like we say here in the South. Go on out there and get her, boys. Yes.
All right.
Travel trailer is a U-pull-it. It's hooked onto a bumper hitch.
Yeah.
So basically, that's how you know it's a travel trailer.
That's a travel trailer.
Hooks on the back end of your truck or your SUV.
Would you consider those as one of the more popular of the RV?
Absolutely most popular.
Most popular?
Oh, it's by a big margin.
There it is.
That's about probably 60 or 70% of the market.
Would you say just because it has the ability to be towed by other vehicles, you can park it, take your vehicle?
I think it's primarily the dollars and cents.
Okay.
They are the most affordable.
Well,
you know, travel trailers. I'll throw pop-ups and things into that ring too.
Okay.
Fold downs, but we'll get to those in a minute. But yeah, travel trailers is the most common one because you can pull it, drop it off at the campground, not have to remove it or anything, and drive around using your tow vehicle to see the sights or whatever.
Whatever you're gonna do, yeah.
You know, but that's it makes sense to a lot of people.
That's a good one. Yeah, man.
You know, I was talking about those Class A's and like the lady RVers, the single ladies or whatever.
Right.
They prefer the Class A. My wife does for sure, because she likes to just get in and go.
Right.
She wants,
Start her up. Everything's
you know,
packed.
she likes to keep it packed with everything but food, you know, and have it ready to go at a moment's notice.
There it is. Yeah.
So
that is.
yeah.
That's not.
Now, a fifth wheel is in the travel trailer family. However, it has a gooseneck hitch that actually hitches into the bed of the truck.
Oh,
on
right.
a fifth wheel hitch.
There you go.
So those are for the more savvy people.
Right.
They're easier to tow. They're easier to hook up. With the travel trailer, you have to hook up a weight distribution hitch, you know, which is a lot of work. Where the fifth wheel hitch, you just back up to the rig. It locks in just like a semi truck.
Okay.
Pulling a trailer.
Pulling trailer, yeah.
Put the jacks up and take
it. Just does
you know?
itself there, yeah.
You don't have any extra apparatus.
Okay.
Because the weight is actually 6 to 8 inches forward of the rear axle of the truck, the hitch weight. So that means it's kind of more centered. You know, think about it this way: you got the engine in there. You put this RV that some of them have 2,000 pounds or more of tongue weight.
Okay.
In the bed of the truck.
Oh, wow.
Forward of the rear axle, it's also sharing the front wheels. You know, so again, they pull really good.
Yeah, that's
it.
Now, would you say that's usually your travel trailer guys kind of upgrading into the fifth wheel?
They have really more usable space.
Gotcha. Yeah.
And they're usually a lot more luxurious.
Bigger bathrooms, I found too.
Big time. Some of them are 2.5 baths. I've seen that before. But
yeah, man.
Yeah. So with that being said, yeah, the full timers that come down from up north, or the full timer or the part timers, the snowbirds.
Snowbirds, yes sir.
You know, Florida has sunbirds too, where they leave Florida during the summertime, which today I think is the first day of summer. So I have that
Wednesday,
for you.
it is. Hey, nice job, man.
So, with that being said,
good.
There's some of those the Florida natives are heading up to the mountains.
That's right.
The Blue Ridge Mountains, or even up all the way into Canada.
That's right.
To spend the winter or the summer.
The summer.
Just like the Northerners do for us.
Oh, yeah.
Come down here to spend the winter.
Yeah, there's a place down south called Florinata, because it's half Florida, half Canada. Florinata.
Right.
Anyway.
Well, because of the fifth wheel hook setup, though, they can get bigger and bigger and heavier.
Oh, wow.
Then you can pull as a off the back bump.
Oh, off the back.
So that being said, that's the biggest thing.
To get a bigger rig.
If you stay in a long time in it, you know, then fifth wheel's the way.
Fifth wheel's better, yeah.
But you still got your big truck to drive around it.
Yeah, there it is.
Yeah. Some people don't like that big truck, though. It's hard to park, things like that.
Yeah.
Without pulling that big rig behind you, it doesn't handle, or it doesn't, you know, you feel every little bump in the road, you know.
Yeah, it's tough. That it is.
So again, if that's the case, maybe the motorhome is for you.
Yeah. Stick it there.
The Super C. Pull the big double-decker travel trailer and put your car in there, lift it up, put your motorcycles in there, put your golf carts in there. Boom.
Oh, the airplane.
Yeah. You can put the airplane, triple tow. Some people do that.
Yeah, you can. Now, that is actually, I'm making fun, but at the same time, Jim and Micah, our VIP camping club,
That's fact.
they were explaining to me in some states that you can actually do a triple tow.
You absolutely can. A lot of people do pull
I've never heard
pull
of
the
that.
boat behind their fifth wheel.
Yeah. And then there's the truck. So you've got boat, fifth wheel, and then the truck.
Yeah.
Thought
So
that
we
was
have-
pretty impressive.
Yeah, we have some fifth wheels that actually come with the hitch receiver out on the back.
Really? Oh,
Yeah.
there you go.
Yeah. So, but that you have to do your research. Make sure you're not traveling where you're not allowed to be
That's
having
right.
that set.
Keep moving.
So, I talked about the pop-ups. That's something you also pull off the bumper of your RV.
Oh, yeah.
But pop-ups are used to be really, really popular, and that segment is really waning back.
Oh, yeah.
Why? Because of all the micro trailers they're making now, that have so many cool features.
Right.
But the fold down is good as if you're really limited as to where you can store it. You can pop it down into a self-contained thing. Some of them,
Smaller air.
when it's folded down, it's only like 12 or 13 feet long.
Yeah.
So
that's
it
good.
will fit in your garage.
Yeah.
But when you get to the campground, you crank it, the top goes up. Some of them are power.
Yeah.
You slide out the boot ends. Some of those are power. The boot ends are the beds.
That's a good one.
Each bed from the front and the back. All of a sudden, this 20-foot or 12-foot pop-up turns into 25 feet,
Oh, wow.
30 feet. So it's very usable.
Which I think, man, we've got so many still to go. I think what we're going to have to do is bring these back up on the next round.
I will.
Next
That's
week.
good. We'll make a note where we left off, and we'll see you next week, folks. Had a ball. See you later. Get RV in there.
Attention, all 2022s have to go. New adventures and new destinations in a new RV from Giant Recreation World. No payments for 90 days and no money down. The only RV dealer in Central and North Florida with a nationwide RV warranty forever. GiantRecreationWorld.com.
RV Hour, powered by Giant Recreation World.